Hey everyone, and welcome to this super fast trip around Germany. We all know Germany for being really organized, their fast cars, and of course the beer. But underneath all that, Germany is full of funny little quirks, interesting history, and traditions that will totally surprise you. Germany is just full of unexpected things. Stick with me as we explore some of the strangest and most unusual facts about this awesome country. Now grab a pretzel, pour yourself a big glass of beer, or a cup of tea if beer isn't your thing. And let's dive into the wonderful world of Germany's quirky secrets. Please ask before using this, and I really hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's talk beer. In Germany, beer isn't just a drink, it's like a religion. It's deeply woven into the fabric of their culture and daily life. And they take it seriously, especially when it comes to the Reinheitsgebot, which is the beer purity law. This law has been a cornerstone of German brewing for centuries. Imagine a law about what you can and can't put in your beer. It's fascinating to think about how such a regulation has shaped the beer we enjoy today. It's kind of silly, right? But also kind of genius. This law is super old, from 1516, yes, the 1500s. That's over 500 years ago. Duke Wilhelm IV of Bavaria said that German beer could only have 4 things in it: water, barley, hops, and yeast. These simple ingredients were key to maintaining quality. And guess what? It worked. The law ensured that the beer remained pure and delicious. German beer is famous all over the world for being pure and tasty. It's a testament to the effectiveness of the Reinheitsgebot. It shows that sometimes, simple is best. The purity law has stood the test of time. But here's the thing, the Reinheitsgebot wasn't just about taste. It had a practical purpose too. It was also about keeping people healthy. Back then, water wasn't always safe to drink, so beer was often a better choice. By making rules about the ingredients, the Duke made sure people were drinking something that was pretty clean. By enforcing these rules, the Duke ensured that the beer was not only tasty, but also safe to drink. So, next time you're enjoying a nice German beer, remember the Reinheitsgebot and how old it is. Cheers to history and good health. Get ready, because we're about to hit the Autobahn, Germany's famous highway system where, in some parts, there's no speed limit. Yep, no speed limit. Imagine putting your foot down and watching the speedometer go up and up without worrying about a speeding ticket. It's a dream come true for people who love cars. Now I know what you're thinking, that sounds scary. And you'd be right, but before you imagine crazy car chases, the Autobahn isn't a chaotic free-for-all. Those sections without speed limits are usually really well maintained and built for fast driving. Plus, German drivers are known for being careful and skilled. They take driving seriously and treat the Autobahn with respect. If you ever find yourself driving on the German Autobahn, stay alert, follow the rules, and enjoy the ride. Who doesn't love a good fairy tale? The magic, the romance, the talking animals, it's all so fun. And where better to relive your childhood dreams than in Germany, the home of the Brothers Grimm. These famous storytellers, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, traveled all over Germany, collecting those classic fairy tales that we all know. And now, you can follow their path along the fairy tale route. This beautiful route goes through cute villages, old forests, and big castles. Imagine walking through the same woods where Little Red Riding Hood met the big bad wolf, or looking up at the tower where Rapunzel let down her hair. The fairy tale route is a journey into the heart of German stories, a chance to feel the magic. Okay, let's talk about time, German time. And when we talk about German clocks, there's one that everyone knows, the cuckoo clock. You know, those cute wooden clocks with the little bird that pops out to tell you the time. They're a little cheesy, a little quirky, and totally German. These clocks come from the Black Forest in Germany, and they were made because people wanted to know the time accurately. Back in the 1600s, winters in the Black Forest were long and cold, and it was hard for farmers to know what time it was, so they used their woodworking skills to make clocks. But why the cuckoo? Well, the cuckoo bird's call is loud and easy to hear, even in bad weather. Over time, these cuckoo clocks became fancy works of art. Today they're a famous symbol of German craftsmanship. Let's talk about a significant piece of history, the Berlin Wall. Imagine Berlin, the capital of Germany, divided by a big concrete wall. This wall wasn't just a physical barrier, it was a symbol of the ideological divide between the East and the West. Families were separated, a city cut in two. People who once lived together, worked together, and shared their lives were suddenly torn apart. For almost 30 years, the Berlin Wall stood as a stark symbol of the Cold War, representing the intense struggle between East and West, communism and democracy. Can you imagine the tension, the desire for freedom, how strange it all was? But people are strong. They yearned for freedom and normalcy, despite the oppressive environment. Even though the wall was there, people in Berlin found ways to connect, to talk to each other, to fight back. They used creativity and resilience to maintain their human connections. Messages of hope were painted on the wall and people tried to escape. These acts of defiance showed the world their unbreakable spirit. It became a place for protest, for art, for wanting to be together. The wall, once a symbol of division, became a canvas for expression and unity. And then in 1989, the wall came down. It was a moment of immense joy and relief, a turning point in history. The Berlin Wall, once a symbol of sadness and division, became a symbol of hope, strength, and the desire for freedom. It showed that even the most formidable barriers can be overcome. Today, pieces of the wall are still in Berlin, not to remind us of being divided, but to remind us of a difficult past and how important it is to be united. These fragments serve as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Get your beer mugs ready because we're about to talk about the biggest, loudest, most Bavarian party in the world, Oktoberfest. This annual festival held in Munich, Germany, is a spectacle like no other, drawing millions of visitors from across the globe. It's time to put on your lederhosen and dirndls, grab a giant pretzel, and raise a glass to the festival of beer, food, and fun. The atmosphere is electric, filled with laughter, music, and the clinking of beer mugs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oktoberfest in September, it does seem strange. But there's a reason for this timing, rooted in tradition and practicality. But this 3-week party is all about Germany's love of beer, and they know how to party. The event kicks off with a grand parade and the tapping of the first keg. Imagine millions of people from all over the world in huge tents listening to music and drinking lots of beer. Each tent has its own unique vibe and specialty brews. The air smells like roasted chicken, pretzels, and beer. Food stalls offer a variety of traditional Bavarian dishes that are simply mouth-watering. It's a lot of fun. From thrilling carnival rides to lively dance floors, there's something for everyone. But Oktoberfest is more than just beer. It's a celebration of Bavarian culture, a chance to experience traditional music, dance, and clothes. It's a celebration of Bavarian culture, a chance to experience traditional music, dance, and clothes. The festival showcases the rich heritage and customs of the region. Just remember, don't drink too much beer, and don't lose your friends. With so much to see and do, it's easy to get carried away. Enjoy responsibly and make unforgettable memories. Let's talk about the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas. And there's no better place to feel festive than Germany. Why? Christmas markets. Imagine snow falling, twinkling lights, and the smell of roasted chestnuts and gingerbread. From the end of November to Christmas Eve, towns and cities in Germany become magical, with little wooden stalls selling festive treats and gifts. Think handmade ornaments, nutcrackers, and cute wooden toys. But it's not just about shopping. The magic of German Christmas markets is the atmosphere. Families gather around fires, drinking hot spiced wine called Glühwein. Kids love the carousel rides and puppet shows, and carolers sing Christmas songs. Each market is special and different. So grab your warmest scarf and your most festive hat, and get ready to experience the magic of German Christmas markets. Get ready for a real-life fairy tale. In the Bavarian Alps, like something from a Disney movie, is Neuschwanstein Castle, a beautiful castle that will amaze you. This castle, built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, is full of towers and romantic details. The king loved art, and was a bit of a dreamer. He loved the operas of Richard Wagner and stories about knights. This castle was his dream come true, a real-life version of his imagination. Imagine tall towers, beautiful paintings, and fancy rooms. But the real magic of Neuschwanstein is where it is. High on a cliff, surrounded by lakes and mountains, it's a view you won't forget. Visiting Neuschwanstein is like stepping into a fairy tale. Let's talk about food. In Germany, every meal needs bread. But this isn't just any bread. In Germany, bread is special, something they're proud of, and with over 3,000 kinds, it shows how good they are at baking. From crusty sourdough to dark rye bread, soft pretzels to sweet pastries, German bakeries are amazing. Take the Brezel, that salty, chewy pretzel, perfect with mustard or beer, or pumpernickel, that dark rye bread that's so thick and goes great with cheese, meat, or butter. So, when you're in Germany, visit a bakery. Smell the fresh bread and try all the different kinds. It's an experience you'll love. Okay, let's talk about something delicious. German sausage. Now I know what you're thinking. Sausage? Really? But trust me, in Germany, sausage is special, a culinary adventure, and with over 1,500 kinds, it shows how much they love sausage. From bratwurst to frankfurter, currywurst to weisswurst, German sausage is full of flavor. Each part of Germany has its own special sausages, its own secret recipes, and its own way of cooking them. So if you're feeling adventurous, try all the different German sausages. You might find your new favorite food. So there you have it, a quick trip through the quirky, wonderful, and fascinating world of Germany. From the beer purity law to the fairy tale castles, the Autobahn to the sausage, Germany has something for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us and helps us make more videos. See you in the next video.